ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಪರಿಚಯವನ್ನ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ ನಾರಾಯಣ್ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಬರಬೇಕು ಮೇಡಮ್. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಗಿವ್ ಎ ಬಿಗ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಪ್ಲಾಸ್. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್.
Good morning, sirs. Namaskara. And a very warm welcome to all of you in the audience, both citizens, media, as well as officers from the BBMP. It's a very proud moment for us today to be here in this occasion to actually do the launch of what has been our dream and our vision for a long time. And we thank each and every one of you for making it possible. And we really hope that under your leadership and support that we will be able to drive this program forward. Just a few quick words about what the Citizen Participation Program is all about. This has been created with a vision to create a citywide citizen participative network of Suchimitras for supporting the BBMP to create effective micro and macro solid waste management. So we are citizens of a big city and we have micro goals of wanting to achieve 100% door-to-door collection and visual cleanliness, and we have macro goals of wanting to create a zero discharge ward, big rank in the Swachh Sarvekshan, and a 7-star city across the city of Bangalore, and we hope with all of us coming together we will achieve those goals. Suchimitra is a concept that has been in prevalence from 2000. BBMP has always supported the concept of a citizen representative within its structure, and we ourselves have proof that they have worked, and we have been collaborating with the BBMP for a long time. And we have, over a period of time between the citizens and the BBMP, been able to introduce so many good practices in solid waste management which has shown the way to the rest of the country. A lot of it has translated into rules, a lot of it has come out as best practices, and it is all originated from this very beautiful engagement between the citizens and the BBMP for over a decade now. We have also seen that it is possible to, the last time that the Suchimitra enrollment took place, we had about 3,000 odd Suchimitras who were enrolled. We trained about 350 master trainers in the training of trainers that was conducted. The whole concept of festival waste management was something that was uniquely created in Bangalore and then went on to the Swachh Bharat and is now something that the Swachh Bharat is following across the country. And methods that we have, whether it is Ganesh Chaturthi, whether it is Dashera, whether it is Bakrid, we've come out with some very good guidelines for following that. And every single SWM volunteer across the city was involved in making a success out of this whole festival waste management. And it was a very good program that went on for about 2 years with very active support. We also were very successful in creating the first war room for the Swachh Sarvekshan in 2018, where the then commissioner kindly agreed to set up a war room where all the data and the MIs will be collected, and there was a lot of collaborative work for creating this data for the Swachh Sarvekshan. And subsequently, of course, the BBMP has kind of taken it on and done better things with the Swachh Sarvekshan. And we have had continuous promotional and monitoring dives with the officers, and of course now we are very happy that under the new government we have the Bangalore Mission 2022, which is talking about the citizen participation program and giving a thrust to that particular program. So this is the history and the background for it. Why was the citizen participation program so important? Because citizens are always ending up working in small silos of parcels to solve the problems in their own area. Under this program, we hope that it will give the platform where all citizens are able to come together. We are able to create a unified strategy and a standardized way of working with the BBMP. Irrespective of whichever ward it is, we want to see that every single ward in the city has the benefit of the good SWM services that we would like BBMP to achieve at some point in time with our participation and support. So citizen participation program is basically a tiered approach. We are looking at creating citizen participation from the lowest level, which is, and the most important level, which is the lane level, then the block level. Then we have the ward coordinator, we have the citizen constituency coordinator, the zonal, and then the city apex team. Between these tiers, we are very confident that with the support of everyone coming forward and with the cooperation with the BBMP, we will be able to achieve a lot of the problems will get addressed at these local levels itself. As much as possible, there should be a localized management of all problems and all positive projects that come up. And very little of it needs to come up to the higher levels for management. That is really the approach that we're trying to achieve in this program. The program will enroll Suchimitras, and we encourage all of you to please promote this so that more and more volunteers who would like to contribute to the city will come forward and work with all of us to make that happen. The ward committees will also get the benefit of the specialist solid waste management, domain knowledge and information and experience that is being developed, so that automatically good projects and better budgetary allocations get created at the ward committee level. So this is one of the these are some of the very important aspects that we're looking at for the program to be a success. The CPP itself will carry out some activities. We want to carry out IEC activities. IEC stands for Information, Education and Communication. This is at the core of what we do to create social behavior change, where every citizen now understands his duty and responsibility, and that makes it easier for the BBMP to achieve good sustainable solid waste management. So this will include community drives, home composting sessions, stalls, exhibits, door-to-door, all of which we are already doing. But we cluster all of this under the activity of IEC. The next one will be training activities, where we want to create information kits which will then go out to the various people in the field, so that there is clear information and understanding of what is needed. Then there is the tracking and monitoring activities, which are very important for things like plastic ban especially, so that wherever we have a problem of violations, the tracking, and we will support the BBMP system to ensure that those who are violating and non-compliant will actually get fall in line. We will also work with the BBMP to create visual cleanliness drives, so that this is very key and important to us, so that the city has a much better feel and lives up to the name of Bangalore City. And finally, we are looking at carrying out assessment and planning activities, so that the gaps which are there in the solid waste management right now will get addressed, and the requirement of the ward committees and everybody gets collaborated, and we are able to put it out as a requirement to the BBMP. Having said what is the program obligation, we are now focusing slightly on what is the BBMP role in this whole thing. What are we expecting from the BBMP to make this program a success? We would like from the BBMP a scheduled review of problems with the focus of problem solving. And like we mentioned, it has to be as much as possible solved at the local level, so that it doesn't escalate and it doesn't become a chronic issue. So we have had a commitment from the Commissioner, and we're very happy to hear that he has been very open to the idea of being able to spend a couple of hours time every week to schedule meetings at the constituency level, where the problems will get addressed right then and there. We also expect and hope from we have already seen it happening, budgetary amounts being allocated for projects in a proper way, so that the SWM projects all go forward. And projects can only go forward when there are budgetary amounts allocated to it, including land allocation, which we know is a big hindrance in this whole process. The other part of it is the big one, which is the data and information around MOU, the tenders, information around the new projects that the BBMP is planning to do. All of this will be the information that we seek from the BBMP, which in any case is part of their obligation as a part of the public disclosure. But this is something that we would like to be made as a part of a systemic way of disseminating that information, whether it is through the website, whether it is to schedule meetings, or whether it is through ward committee engagements. We would like this information to come down to the last Suchimitra who has to know what is happening in his own area. This is a broad outline of the activities that we're hoping and the structure of the CPP. We are very confident that with this new thrust that has been given, we are really going to be able to achieve the goals that all of us have been working for a long, long time. And we thank you very much, all of you, for making this possible. Thank you very much.